Why is there so much homelessness in California?
In Santa Clara County, unhoused persons self reported their primary condition that led to homelessness. 25% reported that they had lost their job, 20% reported alcohol or drug use, 16% reported divorce, separation, or breakup, 14% reported argument with a family or friend, 13% eviction, and 9% incarceration, leading to their condition of homelessness. Additionally, respondents reported health conditions that may affect their housing stability, with 42% reporting psychiatric or emotional conditions, 32% reporting drug or alcohol use. It's interesting, notably, 20% noted that as their primary condition that led to homelessness. 36% PTSD, 29% chronic health condition, 28% a physical disability, and finally 12% reporting a traumatic brain injury. Now, are these the reasons why California has a larger incidence of homelessness than other states? As it turns out, none of these factors explain regional variations in homelessness. In the book Homelessness is a Housing Problem, Greg Colburn runs statistical analyses to assess differences in homelessness between cities and counties across the United States. He evaluated unemployment, drug use, mental health, even race and bad luck. None of these factors were statistically found to influence differences in rates of homelessness across the United States. But one area in which he did find statistical significance was poverty. Colburn quotes, "Poverty rates are, more often than not, relatively low in places with relatively high rates of homelessness. This may seem counterintuitive. As you can see on this graph describing poverty rate across the United States in cities and counties, Colburn demonstrates that as the poverty rate increases, there's a stark decrease in homelessness.
In a city with a poverty rate as high as 40%, only 4 in 1,000 people are homeless, while in a city with a poverty rate of 10%, 9 in 1,000 people may be homeless. The natural vacancy rate for rental housing is between 4 and 5%. San Francisco has a 3.5% rental vacancy rate. Here, Colburn presents a plot of median rent in cities and counties, and in both contexts, we see a relationship in which, as the median rent increases, the incidence of homelessness increases significantly. If your city offers a median rent close to $500, only 2 to 5 people per 1,000 people will be homeless. But if your city's median rent is closer to $1,500, as many as 12 people per 1,000 people will be homeless. As Colburn describes, rents don't ever drop to zero. Instead, they hit a floor determined by local housing contexts and rules that govern housing quality. Colburn also presents this graph describing the lowest quartile of rentals available in cities and counties. As the cheapest rents approach and exceed $1,000 per month, we start seeing consistently high rates of homelessness. The implication here is that if we were to make thousands of rental units available for $500 per month, we could significantly lower our rates of homelessness without even considering reducing the incidence of drug addiction, mental illness treatment, etc. I don't watch Fox News, but Greg Gutfield pointed out that people can fully function in society and carry out their entire lives while on drugs. This data is the foundation for California's Housing First initiatives. California is aggressively promoting affordable housing and projects in which homeless persons are provided free apartments, which can cost $700,000 per person to build and maintain. Rents hit a floor due to the rules that govern housing quality. As described by Colburn, we mandate a minimum level of quality, but fail to provide sufficient resources to households who can't afford the housing constructed or maintained at this standard. Right now, there are 7,700 people living outdoors in Santa Clara County. Should we consider re-examining our rules that govern housing quality?